this is the exhaust of the heater. I just need to wrap in this. This is ceramic heat wrap, so that anything touches it while it's in there, it's not going to melt, it's going to protect anything. And they get fastened on with these metal tie wraps, and the metal and not plastic for a very good reason, so they don't melt, basically. So I've put the ceramic wrap on the exhaust now. So I just need to fit it to the bottom of the Webasto and up to the exhaust. So the wiring for the timer comes through this hole here. The heater's on the other side of this wall. The wiring loom that came with it, the cable wasn't long enough, so I've had to cut that, solder in some extension pieces, and that runs up here and comes out here. Now I need to cut a hole in the side of the wardrobe. So this is the timer itself, so I need to cut a circular hole to fit that through. So it'll just be on this side of the wardrobe. So that's the engine room doors there, so it'll just be in there, so you can turn it on and off. So one of the downsides to this timer setup, rather than the one that comes with the Webasto, the official Webasto one, is this is just a timer basically. So it's got Monday to Sunday that runs along the top, and then your time, and then on and offs, and I think you can program, I think it's set up to 9 in the manual, so 9 on and offs, if that makes sense. So we've got ones that we've got timers that start, they come on about 5:30 in the morning and then go off at 6 o'clock, and then the evening they come on about 7 o'clock and go off about 8 o'clock. But there's no thermostat on it, so it's just relying off times. So you can turn it on and off manually. If it's getting a bit cold, just press that, or if you need the hot water heating up, but there's no actual thermostat on it. So it's all wired up now, it's all plumbed up, all the fuel and everything's in there, so it's time to see if it works. So it's started up. So I've just turned it on for the first time. Everything started up fine. There was a few problems at first with it getting fuel through, so it took a little bit longer than I presume it usually will do, just because there was some air in the pipes. So that's come through now, and it has fired up now. It's pumping the water around and the pipes are getting slightly warm. So I'm going to leave it for a few minutes and then see what the radiators are like. So it's been on now for about half an hour. The radiators are absolutely roasting. So I've had to adjust the valves on each radiator. The first radiator was really warm. The last radiator was nowhere near as hot as the first one. So I've had to adjust those slightly to get the right temperature all the way through. The radiators that were previously fitted were just single radiators, these small ones. So there's one in the bedroom and there's one in the bathroom. And then the one that I put in the living room, the saloon, that's a single one as well, but I think I might have been better changing them to double radiators, just because they're getting really hot, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of heat coming off them. But I'll just see how that goes on once we get used to using it. In the previous video there was a few people that says I shouldn't have put PTFE tape on this valve. As I said, I'm not a plumber, I'm not an electrician, I'm just doing it as I go along. So I didn't previously know that you weren't supposed to put PTFE tape on those joints, but it's not leaking. It's absolutely bone dry. So I know for the future, but that's going to stay as it is. So installing that Webasto heater was pretty easy. Anyone who's mechanically minded can probably fit one. As I said, I'm not an expert. It's the first time I've ever fitted one, and it was pretty easy. It's working. I've had no problems with it so far. I've used it a few times now. I keep everyone updated on how it goes with it being a reconditioned unit and not a brand new one, there is a vast difference in price between buying a brand new one and getting a reconditioned one. Obviously you get your warranty with your brand new one and usually get all your setup and everything, so I had to buy additional things with the Webasto heater kit. I think more or less everything is in there when you buy a brand new one. There's a 3-month warranty with the reconditioned one that I've got, so we'll see how it goes to see whether it's worth paying the money to get a brand new one or whether a reconditioned one will just do fine.